I actually found I had an inner clutch hub that was good. These will get wore, and then you'll see why the plates don't want to move in there very easy. So, being as I found that new inner, not new, but not very old, better clutch hub. It's actually the inner clutch hub that came out of the FLT that my motor came out of, so I know it was operational at that point. We're going to put the first clutch plate in. Here, let me show you this. So, I've greased all this. This is the inner bearing. I've greased this. As you can tell, this is like new. I've got a new old stock one over there, but this one's so new, or new looking, not used, up, so there's no sense in using that new old stock one yet. We'll use this one. You want to put a clutch disc in first. And you're going to grab a pressure plate. And these pressure plates will have out somewhere stamped on them. So you want to make sure those are out. And we're going to drop that in. And then we want to drop another clutch disc in. These have been set in a while, but they're okay. Just stained up a little bit. That'll come off first time we run these things. Now, if you drop one of these in and it hangs up, you got something wrong somewhere. I had these old clutch discs laid around too. So I got a chance to get out in the other shop and do some searching. And you want to lay these in, you got to put the clutch disc in first because it's going against the back of the hub there. These discs are actually in good shape. Surprising. Still see the metal in them. Now that, I'm going to take a little, this disc right here, set a little bit. Just Scotch Brite that and it'll be fine. That's up in the area where the clutch disc doesn't hit it anyway. Gotta find the out on it. There it is. Now the last clutch plate here, clutch disc. That would have been the last pressure plate there. That goes in. And then we're going to drop that on. Now I'm just putting this together right now just so we don't lose anything. This pressure plate will have to come back off when we put it back on the bike. Now I've got to, these will only go on one direction. because the studs are not evenly spaced like you would think they are. Ooh. I screwed that up, didn't I? Okay. Yeah, I suppose I'll just gonna leave all this stuff right here because I'm gonna have to get the compressor to compress those down. Set those nuts right there. We're not gonna put this back on the bike yet. Now, we'll get back with you next couple of days. I'm gonna cut down an inner primary. I've got a couple older inner primaries. And what I want to do is I'm going to cut down an inner primary that's going to make a support that'll go across the transmission here. And it's going to come over and bolt into the engine. And I'm going to leave enough of that primary to wrap around this rotor so it guards the rotor. We're going to come out of there. We're going to leave enough of that primary to come around and guard the rotor. We're going to leave just enough of that primary to cover the top of the chain. And come around here. We may leave enough primary on to put electric start in this as well. I haven't decided yet. But, and then the primary will come through here. We're going to cut out parts of the primary so that you don't see it, but it'll work like a full support. It'll work like a full support between the transmission and the engine so that we can support all that. And I'm maybe thinking about running a meat grinder setup. And I know y'all probably seen those, but I really don't like to do that, but I may do that. And we may put a foot clutch and a jockey shift on this thing as well.